Good morning, friends. Back with another episode of Sammy and Marissa's Husbands, and the duo is back. We are officially doing the pod together again. It has been some time, my friend. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, and you have a blanket over your face. So, okay, there we go.
I was just getting my energy up. Energy up season three. Energy through the roof, baby.
I can hear it in your voice. The energy is oozing.
I'm energized. Morning time, coffee pod, kinda, I guess.
Tyler, the Energizer Bunny, Marissa's husband, Caproni.
That's what they were calling me on the kickball field, but we'll get into that later.
Oh, actually, I forgot about that. I'm excited to hear about some kickball. But um, I guess moving forward, let's hear about some lives of recent. What's been going on?
Well, we've been working, and I've been just taking an absolute meat sandwich at work. They've been
Yeah,
my superiors have been shoving their meat down my throat,
nice.
and it's been a rough 2 weeks.
How so?
Uh, just there were a couple things were going wrong. Some of it my fault, some of it not my fault. And they're just giving it to me all week. Just fucking hammering me. And obviously I'm not in a position to really uh, be myself and argue and uh, throw a fit, especially when it is your fault. Because then, I mean, like some of the stuff I know, I was like, okay, I fucked that up. So, like, I'm not going to get mad about something that I actually did wrong.
Well, yeah, you can't really do that.
Well, you can. A lot of
You
people
can.
do.
Valid.
I just had to, take it on the chin. But I ended the week strong. I had off today. We're going to a family reunion. Marissa's grandma's side of the family, so I don't really know any of those people, so that'll be interesting.
Those people. What do you mean by that?
I think you know. I think you know what I mean.
Oh, I know, I know. Oh, I know. All right.
But it should be fun. I mean, we are going to Lumberton, so I mean, outside of going to Lumberton, it should be fun.
Yeah. Is it like cookout style? What are you guys gonna eat?
I think it's cookout style, yeah. I mean, we're bringing the only thing we were asked to bring is like a dessert,
Hmm.
so we're gonna bring some like pre-made shit, and then I think it's like cookout style, probably like I imagine burgers, dogs, pulled pork situation.
Okay, I didn't know if we were talking early Thanksgiving type style. I don't know if is that
Interesting. I don't know.
I don't know. Are they
I'm
anti-Thanksgiving?
imagining. I'm imagining no, they're not,
Okay.
because I don't think. You know what?
I'm gonna need you to do some investigative
Ye-
journalism there.
Yeah, I'll find out actually, because I really don't know. I mean, obviously Marissa's family does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Um,
I didn't know if that was a, big thing.
I think that you know what? I'm just going to avoid potentially saying the incorrect thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe talk with Bert and just put some feelers out there and see kind of what the temperature is on Thanksgiving with that side of the family.
I think with Lumbies it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think because Lumbies historically are a mix of a bunch of different cultures. I mean, they're
Yeah.
culturally Native American, but um, there is some like mixing with whites, African Americans, all the
Mhm.
people of the time.
Right, for sure.
Um, that's a
Wonder
tough one. I would, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll find out though.
Yeah, find out for us. Report back next pod. Wonder if Rev will be there.
Jesus fucking Christ, that would be hilarious.
He lives in Lumberton.
That would be funny if he was like his last name is Revels, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh well, yeah. His first name is not Rev. I was in my
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, yeah.
He was Rev Revels in my phone though.
Rev Revels. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. That would be hilarious if he was actually related. But this is the so obviously Marissa's maiden name is Samson.
Mhm.
This side of the family is Dial.
Dial.
That's
Okay.
a that's another like big lumpy name.
Name.
Yeah, Dial, Samson, Locklear.
Locklear. I've definitely had a lot of Locklears. I'm pretty sure when we played like Purnell Sweat in baseball, they had, they turn in their lineup card and there was like six Locklears in the lineup.
I remember those boys being big as fuck.
Yeah. The Purnell Sweat,
Their
especially their
football
football
team
team.
anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. Where was that at?
Purnell Sweat?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Lumberton. It's outside of Lumberton.
it's in Robinson County.
I think so.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I just rode a bus, so don't really know.
It's so weird. Like you would, I remember we would go to like when we would go to West Brunswick. I'd be like, wow, this is such a long bus ride. Like it's really just in fucking Brunswick County, right
I
down the
think about
street.
that sometimes. Like I think about when me and my mom and Bryce used to drive up to DC to visit my Uncle Dave, and we'd drive up there and it'd be like, 5.5, 6 hours. And it would be the longest thing in the world, like the longest drive. And then, you know, now when I was in Georgia, I'd be like, the drive up to Wilmington was like 8 hours. And I'd be like, oh, 8 hours, that's not even that bad.
It's half a day.
Yeah. But
Like that's the thing. Like if I really wanted to, I go to Atlantic City. It's 9 hours. If I felt like it, I'd go.
yeah,
And
I
like
mean,
when you're a kid, time is just so different.
100%. I mean, me and Sammy have driven home from Missouri. We've driven home from Colorado. The first time we drove home from Colorado, we just straight up drove home. Like we didn't stay overnight. We just left Colorado at like 4 p.m. in the after I got off work. She drove for like the first 6 hours until it got dark. I drove throughout the middle of the night. When the sun came up, she drove again for 6 hours. Then I drove, then so on and so forth for 26 hours.
That's crazy. Actually that's unsafe.
It was definitely unsafe, but we were just like, we were broke, man. Like we couldn't afford to stop and stay in a hotel because we had the dog and like we were in this little ass rental car. And, we just like, I couldn't afford to go drop another $150 on a hotel.
Yeah.
So we're like
Times have
sending it.
changed. Now you could buy the hotel the amount of fucking taxpayer money you're making.
Oh, dude, just you guys are just funding my hotel purchases. And I
Another
appreciate
thing,
it.
another thing that happened, I got in a car accident. I don't know if I told you that.
Oh shit. Lexi?
Yep. Got rear-ended in a Lexus
That motherfucker.
with Jack and Marissa in the back seat.
Dang.
Yep.
Were you drinking?
Was I drinking? Yeah, the cops came, they threw me in the back. Um, so I swung my door open probably harder than I've ever swung a door open
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, I'm enraged. I was being one of those annoying, I'm seeing red people.
Yeah.
And then looked at the car, scratch. Uh, Jack wasn't even crying. So I decided to not be an animal and just get the guy's insurance information.
Yeah.
I'm taking it to the shop Monday. But they quoted me, his insurance quoted me out. They would pay $750. And I just need to make sure it didn't damage my backup sensor
Hmm.
because those are like
Yeah.
thousands of dollars. So I'm taking it to my shop. They're gonna check it out. And then you know, potentially have to argue with insurance again, which I love doing. It's one of
Well,
my
if
favorite pastimes.
if you need somebody to argue for your with your insurance company, you can take it to my dad's shop. He loves to argue. It's one of the best thing he does.
Yeah, I mean it's one of my favorite pastimes as well. It's probably top three things I'm good at is arguing with insurance companies.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
that's
hit them
that's
with
tough.
the show me proof.
Yeah.
They really just don't want to do it, and they usually just cave.
Yeah. Um, no, I feel that sucks. But when you get rear-ended, it feels like it's so much more damage than it actually is. Like when they initially hit you, you're like, "Oh fuck." And
Well,
then you
yeah,
walk
because I
back there
was
and you're
I
like,
was
"Oh,
stopped.
yeah."
and he hit me pretty solid, but realistically, he was probably only going 10 miles an hour.
Right. Where
And
was
it
it?
right across from B-Dubs, like at the, like the left to go from Carolina Beach and then continue on Carolina Beach.
Yeah.
That turn lane was backed up farther than the
Mm,
two lanes. So I was there with my blinker on, and he just slowly rolled into the back of me.
yeah, probably on his phone.
Yeah, and I mean, he's very apologetic, nice younger guy. So what is me freaking out gonna do?
Yeah. No, I feel that. I mean, you probably cooler heads prevail. So you probably did the right thing.
Baby was fine, Marissa was fine. If Baby was hurt, Marissa was hurt. I can't say I would have acted normal, but
Right. I mean,
that's
that's a different story, but that blows.
yeah,
Did they
yep.
give you a rental car or anything?
No, it's. I mean, they'll have to if I when I take it to the shop.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm still driving it because I can't get in the shop till Monday.
True, true, true. Okay. Anything else been going on?
I kickball game, obviously. Let me talk about that now.
Yeah, might as well send it.
All right, so we have a kickball game Thursday. We're playing Good Hops, who of softball fame.
Yep.
Um, we only have 8 people. First game, Kevin couldn't make it, and then a guy who played on our softball team, his wife were going to play, but then he backed out. So we got 8 people, 4 guys from our work, Michaela, Nicole, Drew, and you never really know what to expect. Kickball. No
Right.
one's played kickball since fucking elementary
Elementary school.
school.
Yeah.
So I pitch an absolute shutout, 7-0. Um, had probably 4 balls kicked to me in the air, caught them. Uh, 3 assists, balls kicked to me on the ground, throw to Drew, get the out. Drew played first, played a little bit of catcher too. Um, 3 for 4, batting, kicking, whatever. Two, two RBIs or RKIs. I don't know. Runs kicked in. Just dominant, dominant. I was kicking one time, kicked a little dribbler foul. Guy in the stands goes, he's got no foot. I said, hey, buddy, I got 2 feet. Hit a fucking missile to the outfield. 2 RBIs. You gonna talk shit to me on the kickball field, bro? And then I was running the bases and a girl pelted me
Mm,
with the ball right in the shoulder.
nice.
I mean, I was running right at her and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of the way. I knew she could have tagged the bag, but I knew she was gonna throw it at me. And I haven't moved in a month and a half, right? I have not fucking done anything. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna duck under this real quick, like whoosh, like secret agent style. I probably bent down 2 inches in what I thought was gonna be almost like a slick roll scenario, and she just absolutely fucking hammered me with it.
I wish that was on video.
It was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. I wish that was on video. I
A
wish I
guy on
could
my
have
t- a guy
seen.
a guy on my team, uh, he's like a bigger, like strong guy,
Mhm.
and I was like, maybe he's athletic, and then I could see in his eyes he's very nervous about playing, and then come to find out he's like never played sports ever,
Nice.
and he kicked the ball and then slipped, like running, like he started to run, slipped. So that was funny. I truthfully think we have the potential to win the championship.
Okay. So I got a couple questions. Um,
Hit me.
I've heard that you're a terrible GM with picking people from your work because they're shit.
Okay, a couple of things. One of them is Nate, who you know. played softball with us, the owner.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Very good athlete.
Right.
Played great. Um, he's not good at basketball, but he's an athlete. Um, Another guy, Nick, played soccer in high school. Extremely fast.
Okay.
Does not know the rules are baseball rules, like with tagging up.
Okay.
Um, he does not understand them at all. So we've got to work on that with him. But he is potentially as fast as you are,
Okay.
but in a little body. Like he's like a shorter guy, probably like 130 pounds. So like it looks way faster.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you. I feel that.
Then we got Phoenix. Never played a sport in his life.
That's the big dude.
Yeah. I mean, he's not like, I mean, he's probably like, I don't know, 6'1", 220.
Okay.
He's a really strong kid,
Yeah.
but never played sports.
Hmm.
We're going to work on that. But he's willing. That's what I want. He's willing.
Okay.
Then we got Nate, another Nate, played lacrosse in high school. Doesn't correlate, but can kick it hard pretty quick. I think our
All
issue
right.
is
So
going
you
to
got
be
potential.
I think our issue is going to be fielding whenever we play a team that's good.
Yeah.
Offensively, I think we're fine where we're at.
Who we got middle infield? Like who's playing short, third, second?
This is where we're running an issue. Nate, uh, other Nate, Nathan Strayhorn, playing third. Fine with him there. The issue with third base is hard as shit to throw the kickball.
It's a long throw.
A
Yeah.
long throw. That's the only issue. Nothing's getting by him. We're fine. I don't know if we're gonna get too many outs like throwing it just because it's so damn far. We got Nick playing short,
Who's Nick?
fast kid,
Okay, soccer kid.
soccer kid.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. Second base, we rotated. It was Michaela, which perfectly fine, and Phoenix, who he's gotta learn the ins and the outs. First base was Drew, and then it was Phoenix. And then Drew switched to catcher.
Yeah, it's hard having somebody in the middle infield, I think, that doesn't really know the rules of baseball
That's where we're
because
at with second and
yeah,
short.
right. They don't understand the whole tagging up thing. They don't understand what base they need to throw it to if it comes to them. So that is kind of tough with second and short. But I mean, that makes
Third,
sense.
third base, we're good. First will be good, and I'm pitching. So, I mean, we'll
Pitching is
probably
an
rotate.
important position.
It
So
got I got the most stuff hit to me, and I was, I mean, whatever.
yeah,
It's fucking
most of the
kickball.
time, especially like the girls um, will like kick it, but it's almost like a bunt and it comes right back to the pitcher. So
That's another thing. Like official bunt, one bunt per inning, like an actual like bunt.
oh, you're allowed to bunt. Interesting.
Yeah, one bunt per inning.
So you have to like tactfully decide who's going to bunt when.
Yeah, we didn't even use it. Um, Pitching strike zone. There's two cones, maybe I want to say 2 feet on each side of the bag of
Oh,
home plate. So there's plenty of fucking space.
you can
What I
just
was
throw it
doing
wherever.
is, yeah, when I was doing, people were lining up. They were like hugging one side because they were a righty or whatever.
Yeah,
But I would just throw it right down to their left foot still because there's so much space.
right. No, that makes sense. What do they say about bouncing? Like if the pitch
Can't
is a little bouncy,
If it's a little bouncy, it's fine. But
because
big bounce,
I hate when people bounce the pitch when
I
they're
didn't
playing
I didn't
kickball.
bounce I didn't bounce it, but the other pitcher was bouncing it a little bit, and he got called on it a couple times.
Yeah, I feel that. Sounds fun. I'm jealous. I could join the team. Seems like it'd be fun.
Well, whenever we get this thing popping off, we'll probably both quit our jobs and just do a YouTube channel of us playing rec sports.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Really looking forward to that day. Last
I mean,
question about kickball.
yeah.
What is the outlook versus the rivalry of Wes's team?
I think we'll run rule them.
Ah, they're bad.
They lost 2-0.
Did you watch their game?
No, but Wes told me out of his own mouth that they were bad.
Yeah.
And then I was saying that we were good, and then he started going, "Well, I don't know if it's something you should be proud of." And I'm like, "Would you rather be good at something or bad at something?"
Well, yeah, I mean, no brainer if you ask me. They
Yeah,
win.
I'm a competitor. I don't give a fuck what we're doing.
All
And
right,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
be, I'm just trying not to get in arguments with people out there. And the general vibe last week was fun. Everybody was out there have fun, and I was like, okay, this is perfect.
Yeah.
If we run into a team with a couple more athletes, I could potentially see how people could get competitive with it, and which is
I
fine. I
mean,
like competition, but
yeah, you get competitive, but overall, it is kickball. You do have to remember. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't want people to start. I know myself.
yeah.
If you get talky with me, I like to talk, and
Yeah,
that's
I think talking a little chirping is fine. A little back and forth. Um, you do have a tendency to almost make it a little personal at times.
I guilty, guilty. I feel like I've always felt this way. Basketball, softball, whatever. If you're not as good as me, don't talk to me. And that has potentially caused myself some issues.
However, comma, I know that you've been playing basketball before and someone's been better than you and you've talked to them.
100%.
So,
That
double-edged
trying
sword here.
trying to get a competitive edge.
So, I mean, we gotta realize this is adult league kickball. You know,
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to not be myself too much.
you get out there, you have a couple beers, you have some fun. It'll probably go better for you than if you take it too serious. And you're just so focused on like, oh, did I get four RKIs this game?
Oh, there's a bet between me and Drew throughout the whole year who gets more kit or on base, whatever hits, whatever
Uh,
you want to call them. Whoever gets the most gets free drinks at the Rush concert next year.
nice. That's gonna be
That's
dangerous.
potentially a lot of money. And
Yeah.
I'm up 3-1.
Okay. All
So
right. Don't have a crumble like softball.
yeah, I started the first game of softball last year. I was 2 for 4. And
Yeah.
then
And
I
then
don't think I got to hit the rest of the year.
it's downhill, down the fucking hill big time.
So that's, you know, something we're gonna have to consider is staying with it. I do want to
Completely
say
agree.
that I listened to the last week's episode. Corey is potentially a better host than me, so it was kind of you guys had a good rapport. I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, I would listen to this podcast. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is my podcast. Um, so thanks, Corey, for being better than me. Um, but on the subject of most annoying characteristics, I don't, I, I don't know if you want to go this way now. We can. I don't know what your agenda is for the.
We got nothing but time, baby.
Okay, fat, obviously number one. I knew that was going to happen. That was easily. I knew that was first. Corey hit me with it, which okay, pot calling the kettle black there, but whatever.
I think he was
He
just throwing me a little bit of an alley-oop.
yeah, he was throwing you a meatball.
Yeah.
Also Corey's tall, so I guess he can't really be fat in the same way that I can be fat. I understand that.
Yeah.
Um, Also he did say allegedly when he said my weight was 245, which rude.
Hey, look, I'm just saying it's not on my scale.
All I'm saying, rude. Secondly, a trait that I think could have been on there for me because I don't try and be funny. I am funny. I don't try too hard to tell jokes. That
Okay,
is
dude. All right.
that is crazy. Now, may I go too far with a joke or say something that hurts somebody's feelings? Sure, sure.
Boys, he's been triggered.
I was listening to. I swear to God, I took my phone out and I started typing a message, And then I was like, wait a minute, these are my friends. But I listened to it and I was seething.
I did the same thing when you and Mike's episode and you were talking about me. I had a whole message typed, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just let me just not. Let me just not.
Yeah, I was like, let me just finish driving. And then it was fun. It
Yeah.
was fun.
Now, Corey's good on podcasts. I think he's definitely like if Corey had a podcast, I'd listen to it.
Yeah, he's a natural.
Yeah. And I'm thankful that we got its audio right this time because I don't know if I could have dealt with the bitching of another bad audio, bad audio podcast episode.
Yeah, I'm glad I was not a part of that because when he gets on a fucking when he gets pissed, it's clear out.
Yeah, no, I felt bad because it was me, Mike, and Corey on the episode, and when Corey came on, like he sounded a little muffled, and I was going to say something to him, but then it kind of got better. And honestly, as we were listening to him talk, it didn't sound nearly as bad as it did on the recording. So I didn't think anything of it really until I started listening to the episode, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's really bad." It is what it is. We got it figured out, but we'll kind of jump into what's been going on with me before this segment closes out. Almost completely unpacked out of the house. Got we the movers came and they dropped off what felt like a million boxes of all of our stuff, and we've opened everything, kind of put it in its right home. We got some organizing still to do in terms of going through stuff. Um, the garage is literally just piles of broken down boxes. It's crazy. I got to take them all to recycling, but it's kind of nice moving so often because you almost get to like completely reinvent your whole deal. Like I get to put things in different places. I get to set up my little podcast studio, which I sent you a Snapchat of my podcast studio almost finished. So you'll have to check it out. Still trying to get a bar in here. I'm doing everything off Facebook Marketplace for free. So everything I get to put down here, I'm doing for free. So I got a nice couch, chair. I'm looking for like a bar to put down here. Already got some bar stools. So it's kind of a little project I'm trying to do, get everything for free. So we'll see how that goes, but um, I like it. It's my little area. Um, Sam and I got set up at the gym. We go to this gym that's like a couple miles down the road. It's the same gym that I went to when I was here the last time. It's called Vasa Fitness, and it's actually like a really nice facility. They got a pool, they got basketball, they got all these different rooms and stuff. They got massage chairs, red light therapy, all this stuff. It's $20 a month, honestly. Isn't that crazy cheap?
For all that, it's insane.
It's a really nice facility. The only thing that's crazy about it is, me and Sam have been going to gym at 5 in the morning because she works on East Coast time. So she has to start work at 6:30. So we wake up at like 4:30, we get to the gym by 5, work out for an hour, and then come home. This place is jumping at 5 a.m. It's
I
interesting.
guess it's probably a lot of military people.
It doesn't even really look like it. They look like dudes with beards and girls like that don't really look military.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, potentially. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say maybe people with East Coast jobs working on the East Coast time zone. But would that make sense to go in there at 5? Because it'd be 7 on the East Coast. Well, I guess that would.
Yeah, I mean Sam works at 6:30.
And she's
So I
like
don't know.
clocking in at 8:30, right?
8:30 East Coast time, yeah.
Yeah.
So 6:30
I
our
guess
time.
that could be. Yeah, I guess that could be potentially something.
I don't know, but this like the parking lot is full of the gym. Like I'm having to try and find a parking lot at 5 o'clock in the morning. Really 4:45.
And when you're in there, is it crowded?
Yeah.
Huh.
But there's always a squat rack. Like it's a really big facility. They have tons of space. Um, they have a big like open area with some turf that you can do like groundwork. If you get some dumbbells, kettlebells, you always have a spot. They have probably 15 squat racks, if not more than that. They got a huge rack of dumbbells, bunch of machines. So it's like a really big facility, which is nice.
How high do the
So
dumbbells go?
150.
Holy. So
Yeah,
I could warm up there.
you could warm up there. Um, but yeah, so that was nice. We got set up at the gym, kind of getting in our routine. Um, Went golfing yesterday. Was a beautiful day. I mean, 75 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. I mean, it is November 14th yesterday, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt golfing in Colorado. Like, what are we doing?
That's not bad.
It was beautiful. I played with two old women. I'm talking 75 plus. Uh, Holly and June. They were adorable. Um, and I've been walking instead of riding because everybody at this golf course, it like they walk. It's like a thing. I don't know why. Um, but it's kind of refreshing to walk. I feel like I get like a different experience of golf when I walk instead of riding the cart. So that's been nice. I probably played the best round of my life. There's a couple like just disaster holes where like I triple bogeyed, but if not for those, I probably would have had the best score of my life through nine, given it's not through 18. So like crumbling could have happened on the back nine, but I'm really hitting the ball well off the tee. Like I got the new driver and honestly, I'm hitting it pretty straight and I'm pretty good. Had a couple really good drives. The ball flies much further here because of the altitude. So like, you know how you're playing baseball, there's way more home runs in Colorado than there is, in Atlanta at sea level, just because it's higher altitude. But I bought a little 60-degree wedge from Play It Again Sports that's really helped me chipping around the green. So, I'm getting into it. I'm doing well. I think playing so much has paid off, but it's been nice. Um, Last night we went to happy hour, and it's the same place that we went to happy hour every Friday when we were here last time, and it's got pretty good happy hour deals. I will say, some inflation has caused the happy hour to go up. Used to be $5 any beer and a shot. Now it's $7, which is still a fairly good deal. But
Trumpflation, dog.
yeah, I guess so. But but that was cool. And we went in there and like the bartender served us, and I could tell when he came up to us, it was the same bartender that was always there every Friday when we went. And he like when we went before, we were kind of buddies with him. Like he'd come over and just chat with us. He's like a really normal guy. And I could tell when he came up to us, he was looking at us like, do I know these people? And like we didn't want to say anything because we didn't want to be weird. And then he came over after I ordered my second round. And he's like, look, this is gonna sound crazy, but did you guys used to come in here all the time? And we laughed and we're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Um, so that was cool. Cool that he remembered us. We're definitely gonna have our like Friday happy hours because it's like, I spent 14 bucks and was low key drunk because the altitude, like you have one beer and you kind of like feel it a little bit.
Did we go to this place when we came up?
Yeah, yeah, we did, but we didn't sit at the bar.
Is it a taco place?
No, not the taco place. It was like I think we got like appetizers there. It was like this. It's called Streetcar 520, and we sat at like a high top table. We got some drinks and stuff like that.
Oh, I think I know what it is. I think me and Marissa
Yeah,
have or there's a picture of us in there.
it's one of Marissa's little like Fuji pictures we
Yeah.
took in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
remember.
really cool place, like real trendy vibe to it. Really not that expensive
We
during the
went there
happy hour.
after the taco place.
That or before. I can't remember which, but yes.
Well, those are the only options.
Yes, for sure. Um, then Sam and I are going on our like Saturday run this morning. So after we finish this, there's a little trail behind our house that we can like walk to. So we'll take the dogs. We're doing like a run walk thing to kind of start the program. So that'd be cool. We'll take the dogs on a little walk in the afternoon, and then we got dinner reservations at this place called Red Gravy tonight, which is unbelievable.
Probably should get some pics for the YT. This is what I don't think everybody understands is like every time I tell you that you've taken video and we're going to do a huge YouTube video at the end of the year.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's just my phone is running out of space because I have so many just videos for YT.
I think that's a perfect segue into our next segment. Welcome back to the.
Your audio cut out. I don't know what happens.
Oh my God, just welcome back.
Oh, Jesus. That's good stuff. All right. Welcome back to another segment of the same podcast, Sammy and Marissa's husbands. Transitioning. Let's talk about um not the transitioning that you guys are thinking about. Mike, I know that's on your radar, but
Always.
uh current events. Let's talk some fantasy football. How's your outlook for fantasy football this week? Um, Kind of a pivotal time in fantasy football for those on the fringe playoff teams. I don't know what you're looking like. I'm 5-5, so the outlook is not looking great for me. But you know, a couple wins, uh, we could be in position to get there. I think this team that I'm doing is doing 6 teams in the playoffs. So really I need a win this week. And I'm playing one of the guys that's in contention for the playoffs. So it would be a huge win for me this week. And it's about 50-50. We got a good matchup. Um, I'm not really happy with my team. I had to pick up DeMarcado as my second running back, which I don't have tons of confidence in. But other than that, I don't have really many options. I got Chris Olave and Jawan Johnson on buys. I got Daniel Jones on a buy. I still got Darren Waller filling up a slot on the IR, Hampton on the IR. So really I'm just kind of sending it. I feel like I can't start Worthy at this point. I got Troy Franklin in as my flex, Zach Ertz as my tight end, Tonky and Quentin Johnson as my two starting receivers, which I don't like, but I just really don't have options right now.
Yeah, starting both of them, one of them is going to take a shit. I mean,
I know, I know.
it's just way of the world.
Do I start Worthy in one of their places? I mean, Worthy's been hit since Rashi Rice has been back.
Yeah. Yeah, Rice has been awesome for me.
Normally, I would start McConkey because he's been getting the touches. He's been getting the targets. I'd leave Cuge on the bench, and I'd probably have Chris Olave in there as my second run or second wide receiver. But can't do that right now um, because Olave's on a bye. So I just like I'm out of options. So I'm feeling like I'm forced to start him unless I put Worthy there. But I feel like that's just a gamble. And they're playing Denver, who has a pretty good defense. Like it's just I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, I'm in a similar spot myself with the 5-5
Yeah.
in both leagues.
It's pivotal. Like this is the make or break week, really. If you lose this week, you're probably missing the playoffs. If you win, you still have a fighting chance.
I'm at 5. I'm the 5 seed in one league at 5-5, and I'm the 7 seed in another league at 5-5. So
Yeah,
I need wins in both big time.
yeah, you gotta win in both. So,
I'm
we're there.
projected to win in both, so
That's good. I'm literally like 50-50 in both leagues. So it's really just a toss up. I need big games from certain people. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. But how about fantasy basketball? How are you looking there?
uh, I need to look at the points for in this league because I feel like my team is better than they are. Like record wise. Record wise, I'm 0-3, probably gonna go 0-4. Even
Yeah,
though
the outlook is not great for you.
I'm outscoring most of the league this week still, which is just matchup wise, it's been
Yeah, you're outscored 5-6. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. You're outscored 6 of the teams. That does suck.
I have the highest points against and it's not even close.
Well, are you talking about for the entire season?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say not for the week, but Kyle's team is good. He puts up
Uh,
crazy points. My outlook is
well,
is okay. I don't love it because we still got Saturday and Sunday, which are, you know, big, big days for the end of the week, and I very well could get this flipped on me. But as of right now, team's playing good. I am 1-2, so I could really use a win just to get me back even, and then hopefully my team keeps competing. Feel like I'm picking up generally the right pieces. I got one person in mind that I need to get rid of. He's driving me fucking crazy. But um,
I just
I got
had to fucking drop somebody like that, man.
the thing about
Fucking,
dropping somebody like that is there's people on waivers that I like, and then but the games don't. I'll end up like losing a play of the week or whatever I'm the word
yeah.
for it is. So like I can't pick that person up because then I'm losing a start. And I'd rather have, 6 points than zero. So it's like I'm in a bind in that sense a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. I gotta check out waivers this morning and see what I'm gonna do before the day starts. But overall, been a decent week. Do you have any predictions for for your team? Are you gonna make a recovery, or are you gonna continue this downward slope and be bi-weekler?
I am 100% going to lose this week,
Yeah.
um, which is frustrating. But I'm probably still going to make the playoffs.
All right. I like it. I like the confidence.
I,
Confidence
I
is
got
key.
there was a year I started 0-8 and then I finished 9-8 or some shit.
I'm calling bullshit on that. I don't believe that for a
Or
second.
7-9 or some shit. Like I could turn it around. I just have to the truthfully, Cade Cunningham being out this week is killing me.
Yeah.
And then Trey Young being out for 4 weeks, like Trey Young being my second pick was my mistake. Um, that's killing me.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then, I just fucking like a couple of my pickups were dog shit. Like I picked up Jay Huff. He'd been averaging like 15 points a game over the past like
Yeah.
3 games. Got me 2 points. Didn't even have a drop in minutes. Just got me 2 points. Uh, Picked up another guy, some European fuck.
That'll
Uh,
do it.
he had 17, 19, and then he had five when I picked him up. No drop in minutes. Just decided to play bad.
Yeah. It's brutal.
These fucking Europeans. I mean, this Euro trash coming over here and fucking making my fantasy basketball team be bad.
Motherfuckers.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting season. I feel like, there's still a lot of time though to turn it around. So it's not as pivotal of a moment in fantasy basketball right now as it is in fantasy football, but we're getting there. Um, But moving on to some actual football, I know Carolina plays Wake Forest today at 2:30. This is very pivotal in their season because it turns a potential 4-6 or 5-5. So we're playing Wake Forest at Wake Forest. They're favored by 4.5. Carolina wins here, which is a winnable game. I mean, we're 5-5. Got some good momentum moving forward because we've won a couple big games in a row, and then we've had some close ones. Like people might start talking differently about the Belichick season. I know the start of the season was terrible and it probably couldn't have been much worse. But we start to turn it around and people might start talking just a little bit different about, the downfall of Belichick.
I mean, where do you go from here? I mean, they've locked him into a lot of guaranteed money.
I
Um,
mean, yeah, there's two options. You hold on to hope and keep rolling with him, or you get rid of him and pay him a ridiculous amount of money, even though he's not working.
yeah.
And I think you hold on to it. I think this half of the season has shown some promise, given we haven't played the greatest teams or anything, but like at least we look like we're competing. Steve Belichick still looks confused every time he steps out into the field.
Is he y'all's defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I mean he's in line to be the next head coach, though, right? That was part of the thing.
That was part of the thing, but I don't know. That's going to be disaster. This disaster right there. I mean, he just looks confused.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is. And he's
It's just
just his
Southern.
hair. He's got to get a haircut, dude. He looks so bad.
He always looks like a crazy man. I never understood that.
Yeah, I think he's hashing out against his father's discipline, lashing out.
I always love when I hash out against discipline.
Oh man. But on the other side of the fence, Carolina basketball is 4-0 to start the season. We won 97-53 over North Carolina Central last night. Really haven't played anybody except Kansas. So that was a big win. We always play Kansas to start the season. And for like the last 10 years, I think Kansas has beat us. Um, so like winning that game was huge. Uh, but even though we've played three other bad teams, we're handling those teams pretty well. So like that is refreshing because in previous seasons, we've played these bad teams and we really haven't like put them away. So seeing that we're able to like beat a bad team badly, I think is a good sign moving forward. That we can just play our game and not like play down to our competition because that's been the story of Carolina basketball is playing down to our competition has been so frustrating. Um, we lost Seth Trimble, which really hurt. He's like basically the leader of the team this year. He's really the only person on the team that has, 3 seasons in a UNC uniform, as we have a bunch of transfers that came in. So he's kind of the leader of the team. He's also the number two ball handler. So we really don't have tons of ball handlers. That is going to be an issue come the stretch of the season is the ball handling. So we have Kyan Evans, who's a transfer from Colorado State and he played two guard at Colorado State. So he's really never been a primary ball handler. Now he comes into Carolina, who is kind of like point guard you a little bit when it comes to fast break point guard offense. And he's in a position that he's never been in before. So far, he's been awesome. He's really good at like catching that inbounds pass and pushing the ball forward, which is like a staple of Carolina basketball. We've always been good at like the fast break thing. And that's honestly probably one of the reasons I'm a UNC fan is because that's the type of basketball I like is like kind of the run and gun, really fast paced. Um, we had a couple instances last night where Central would score, we'd inbound the ball and get a fast break layup because like, inbound the ball to Kyan Evans, he pushes it forward, we get a layup. So I mean, like scoring off a fast break, off a made basket is kind of crazy to be honest. So that was pretty cool to see. We got this Henry Vassar dude from Arizona. He's a transfer. He's a 7-footer. He can stretch the floor a little bit. He can protect the rim. He's playing really well. And then we got this 5-star freshman, Caleb Wilson, who's every bit of 6'9", if not 6'10", freaky athletic, a little like raw in terms of coordination, but he's got great touch in the mid range. He's freaky athletic. Him and Vassar are playing this high-low thing phenomenally. Like Central started out in a zone, and Caleb Wilson is running kind of the baseline, almost like in the dunker spot. Kind of reminds me of how Aaron Gordon plays a little bit around the rim. And like Vassar would catch the ball at the high post, turn, and basically not even look. He would just throw the ball at the rim, and Caleb Wilson would just go up and dunk it. That happened like 4 times in a row in the first half. So that was really cool to see. They're really good, and it happened vice versa a little bit too with Caleb Wilson at the high post, feeding Vassar down low. But I mean, overall, we're looking all right.
It's uh, it's nice when your teams are good.
Yeah,
Syracuse hasn't jumping on the home team stuff. Syracuse is really suffering having our quarterback out.
yeah.
We're 1-6, 16th in the ACC. Um, I'm not going to talk about that any more than just that footnote. Um, Syracuse basketball, we haven't played anybody, but we're 2-0. We played Drexel today at 3:30. Donnie Freeman's looking good. He was a freshman last year, averaging 20 points a game. Kean Anthony, averaging 17 points a game. He's a little bit better than I thought he was going to be, honestly, right off the bat.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty fucking good.
And
JJ
he's like,
Starling's kind of been hurt, so I haven't played him. I'll be interested to see how we play against these bigger schools.
yeah. Uh, is it Kian or Kyan?
Kyan.
Kyan. Okay,
Yep.
so he looks good, like in terms of basketball, but he also like seems pretty composed in terms of like talking to the media. He looks like he belongs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty interested to watch his season.
I'm sure Melo's kind of like trained him up on all the
Yeah.
ins and
Yeah.
outs.
It's been cool. I've seen, interviews after the game and Melo's doing his like analyst job on NBC or wherever he's doing. And Kyan is like, he couldn't be here. He's doing his thing on NBC and Melo's like watching it live. And like that's gotta be like the craziest feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To like be watching your son's like post game interview from your alma mater. Like, I don't know, it's gotta be cool.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty sick. I'd like to be able to catch some of that game today, but of course I will not.
Yeah. Um, speaking of another NBA son, so Bryce James is at Arizona, and he has yet to play a minute this season.
I think the coach was talking about trying to convince him to redshirt.
Yeah, and I think it's obviously still on the table because he hasn't played a minute, so he can redshirt. It's
Yeah.
just interesting. It's very interesting. Like there's so much media coverage about him playing, and then he hasn't played yet. And obviously, like the coach was saying, there could have been some garbage time minutes. Sure, I could get him into some garbage time minutes, but for what? Like, I don't know. What do you think about him redshirting? Is it the best thing?
It's probably the best thing for his development as a basketball player.
Yeah, and I think the coach having the courage to, you know, bring that up and be like, look, I think you should redshirt because of the way college basketball is right now. Like players aren't staying at a school. So if he's unhappy with his redshirt, then he just transfers. And the coach kind of
Yeah.
having the courage to do that is it's like he could easily just, put him in games and say, "Oh yeah, you're going to get more and more playing time, blah blah blah." But, it seems to me that he like actually cares about player.
Yeah.
So,
It'll
and I
be
mean,
interesting.
yeah, and then I think maybe hopefully LeBron is on, being the father figure in this and is kind of on the same page because of what happened to Bronny. Like they very much rushed Bronny to the NBA so he could play with LeBron.
Yeah. And Bronny, I think, would have made the NBA anyway, eventually.
Yeah, but he didn't even play in college. Like he got
Yeah, that's what I'm
drafted.
saying.
Yeah,
He was recovering from a heart attack.
yeah.
Um, Barely played at USC and then got drafted, which, that's fine. I don't really give a shit about that. Um, but developmentally,
He missed a very key development part of his game.
but I did like that he was a two-way player and played in the G League. That helped him.
I think it did, and I think he's still going to have a productive NBA career. It's just going to take some time. And honestly, I wouldn't even be upset if he was still in the G League.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be fine.
I don't know.
He's been getting a little bit of minutes, though. He's been getting sunburn this year.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. He just really hasn't been super productive. I think he's been playing pretty well on defense. He's got to figure out how to be the primary ball handler because I don't think that's his true position, but he's too small to be a two guard. So he's got to work on the handle and work on facilitating the offense a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, his biggest strength as a player is the fact that he could potentially be an elite defender, but offensively, he's still not there.
Yeah, and he seems to lack a little bit of IQ where it comes to he's in the corner, player drives. He can't shoot threes right now, and he just continues to stay in the corner. Whereas his defender starts to help off, he needs to be like cutting instead of standing in the corner because he's not going to make the freaking corner three. He's probably shooting what 20 something percent. So if he just cuts and gets a dunk on the baseline, like way higher percentage, I don't know. It just seems like he's lacking a little bit of the IQ on the offensive end, which is surprising because of LeBron's biggest trait is his IQ.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He did have a 9 point game a couple games ago.
Yeah,
And then 0, 0, 0, 0.
right. He's just not shooting the ball at a good clip. I want to talk about this thing that Corey put me onto, and I've seen some clips on it uh, on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff, but it's this Barstool Internet Invitational, and it's basically a golf tournament. And there's $1 million prize. So Dave Portnoy is organizing the whole thing, and this dude is an absolute genius. Like he just everything he does, it's so profitable. Like he put up the money for $1 million prize, but so many people are watching this thing and it's craziness. So it's basically a golf tournament. They went to some golf course out in Missouri, like the Ozark area, and there's I can't even remember how many people, probably like 50 people, and they're all like YouTube influencers, but they're all kind of solely focused around golf. So they're like basically golf YouTubers. And so they're pretty good at golf. What was that?
Fucking ad on my computer.
Oh, well, whatever. So they're playing this golf tournament. They like drafted teams and they got all these personalities. And it's not like PGA Tour golf. So it's not like super quiet. They're all kind of like talking shit to each other. And it's like fun. So I've been watching it. I'm locked in. The episodes are long, but and it's definitely a commitment. But it's honestly hilarious and it's fun to watch. And it's making me want to play golf even more.
Corey, yeah, Corey mentioned something in a Snapchat about it that I had no idea what he was talking about, and I think it was from that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Um, so yeah, I mean, like if you're bored, it's a fun watch. It's a fun like binge watch and kind of mindless at the same time. Like you don't have to be super caught up. So if you're just kind of, doing something and watching YouTube, like it's fun to have on the TV. But it's got me thinking about golf more and more. And we talked about this golf trip, and I know you said you could potentially be in.
Bro, lock me in.
Lock you in.
I mean, I gotta talk to Marissa, but
Okay, yeah, lock me in makes we gotta talk about what that actually means. Um,
it does seem like it would be really fun.
I think it would be a blast. I mean, even if I would suggest going to a driving range a few times before,
That's what Corey
because
told me.
it's really helped me. The driving range has really helped me versus just going to play golf, because that's what I've done in the past. I've just before I like actually played, I would just go play golf, really have no idea how to hit the clubs, and it would just be kind of a shitty experience. It was fun being out there drinking some beers with the guys, like that was fun and all. But you go out there, you pay. It's golf is expensive, and when you pay a lot of money just to suck, like it's no fun. So I went to the range like for a good 2 weeks before I even like went and played around, figured out how to hit my clubs generally straight, even if I didn't hit them like right. And it was a much better experience going to play that next round of golf. And the range is not that expensive. You can you can go to the range, get a big bucket of balls for like $10 and just hit them over and over. And it's honestly fun. Nice weather. Just go out there and just smack a couple of balls. Good time.
Where is a range in Wilmington?
Let's
Like, does
see.
each golf course have a range?
Not all of them, because some of the smaller golf courses won't have a range, but like Beau Rivage will definitely have a range. That will probably be a little bit more expensive. There's definitely like probably some just ranges. I know there used to be a range off like College Road You pass through that Monkey Junction intersection on the left. There used to be like a public range there, but I don't know if it's there anymore.
There was a range on Oleander that I went to one time.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
It was on the right, but now it's an apartment complex
Nice. I would just look it
called
up, man. Like called what?
The Range. It's an
Oh,
apartment
that's
complex. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I would just Google it, like, where's a driving range near me, and the shit'll pop up, and there will be plenty. So
because I know there's one at Beau Rivage, but I didn't know if you had to be like a member to do that kind of thing.
you don't have to be a member. It's just cheaper if you're a member because you pay an annual fee. So the golf, I'm pretty sure, is cheaper. I'm not really sure how the country club thing works, but that's kind of what I anticipated working. But yeah, there'll be like public ranges, and they'll be shittier, much shittier than Go Rivage, but um, they'll be way cheaper. And you don't need some nice fancy range. You just need like a little platform to hit balls off of.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what time of year works best for you for a golf trip?
What days of the week would it be? The weekend, or is it
Well,
just
it'd
kind
be
of
over the weekend, yeah. But it'd probably be like a long weekend. So in a perfect world, we have at least 3 days, but in perfect scenario, we'd have four, given we have to make sure everybody's schedules work out. Um, so like a scenario that was in my head was like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday travel back home on Monday.
and it's definitely in Myrtle Beach,
No,
or that's
but that's
yeah.
where we were looking, just because it's ideal for everybody. Like if you came from Wilmington, you just drive south a little bit. Mike drives up from Florida. I fly into Myrtle Beach. Like it's doable for everybody versus, going somewhere like freaking Arizona, which would be awesome. And I think that if we start a golf trip every year, that could definitely be on the list.
Right.
But I don't know if it makes sense to do that for the first one. I think the first one we just do something easy for everybody. Myrtle Beach has some pretty nice golf courses. Um, we found that package, which package is a hell of a deal. Like $500 for, and it includes 3 nights in a hotel. It includes 4 rounds of golf. So like that's pretty big time.
How long does a round take, you think? Like 3 hours?
It depends. I'd say probably on the high end of 3 hours or 4 hours. Like 18 holes lasts a long time, especially if it's a full course and you're stuck waiting behind people. Um, because basically they did two tee times like every 10 minutes. So there's always going to be somebody in front of you, that you're waiting for them to finish the hole before you can start their hole. Golf is not about a like rushed experience. It's a very much like enjoy the weather outside, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad price tag because I mean, shit, a hotel is usually 300 fucking dollars anyway.
That's what I'm saying. And then a round of golf at a nice golf course, like I mean, is probably going to be on the low end, like the low end of like $60. Especially if you're getting a cart. If you're not walking, then it's probably going to be closer to 80. Like, and that's at a nice course. You can play public courses for much cheaper. But but yeah, like at a nice course, like there's some nice courses in Myrtle Beach that would cost us like $100 a round, probably easily.
Yeah.
So I mean, the package would be worth it. It's still a little expensive. You got to pay for travel down there, etc. But that's all you'd have to pay for.
Ugh. I I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be a blast, even if it'd be a blast. So keep it on the docket. We'll see how it goes. But oh shit, hold on. But let's move into a few random questions. I'll go first. How and when did human names become a thing? So, for example, like back in the dawn of time or whatever, people started having babies. And I understand like you have to give this thing something to go by, but like to me, like prehistoric time, you're naming these people after probably things like because you don't have an established language or vocabulary yet. So you name things after things you see, like oh, tree, sunset, blah blah blah. At what point did someone just be like, yeah, you're gonna be Mark?
Uh, I'm gonna say 4,000 years ago, and for some reason, it probably started in the Middle East, and that names were usually tied to a profession.
That is a valid statement. I can definitely see how that happened, but like like Smith, right? You definitely tied to a profession. But we're talking about first names.
Tyler, like
Yeah, like
tiler, like you lay tile.
mm, I like it.
You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah,
you're the tile man.
you know what it is, baby.
Old Tyler.
But I mean, I would think surnames started first, like last names.
Like you just went by a last name.
Like I feel like yeah, I feel like that would have to be because my last name means goat, so I imagine they were like goat herders or some shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
interesting.
I don't know. Do
I
you know
wonder, huh?
do you know the answer?
No, I just wanted to know your thoughts. It's just funny to me how like today we just name children like names that we like that we've heard before, like blah blah blah. And at some point it's shifted from naming them about things that they were gonna do or things that they are, blah blah blah, into just like this random ass name, like Haley, but spelled all funny.
Yeah, like let's see what your name means. Oh well. Your
Like
name
first name,
originated your name originated mid 17th century. Hold on.
it means the chosen one.
No, it does not.
If you really want to talk about like names and ancestry stuff, we need to get Bryce on here because Bryce did a lot of research into like our family tree and did all that. And he has some like really cool information about like where both sides of our family came from. And I would butcher it if I tried to explain it, but it's pretty cool. We have like my family has a pretty cool history.
Yeah, I just like your name is hard just to Google without knowing much about it because it is used as, like to be like sexually, like to be Randy.
Oh yeah. You're
So
talking about
like,
first name, okay?
yeah, your last name, I could probably find that quickly.
So I said last name is the chosen one. There's like a when you Google it, there's like a Eller family association stuff like that, and um, it's pretty neat.
The name is Germanic origin. The name is believed to have originated in Germany and is often a topographic name referring to someone who lived by an alder tree.
Yeah, I
I feel
guess
like
so.
there's a more interesting thing.
I don't know.
Who the
I don't
fuck?
know.
Yeah, I mean it's not as cool as goat.
I would disagree, but you know, you kind of embody that. Live in the dirt. There's always a mess in your car. You eat anything. Kind of just stand around, sit around all day, make funny noises.
I do make funny noises.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
How far do you think you can kick a field goal?
Uh, with practice or just go out right now? No
I
practice.
guess forget the field goal. Ball on a tee. How far do you think you could kick it?
Like almost kickoff style.
Hmm.
So kickoff starts on like the opposite 30, right? And
Hmm.
then there's probably 50, 60 yards if I got a hold of one. Are we talking in the air or on a roll?
In the air.
I think 50 yards.
Cap.
Now I don't think I can kick a 50-yard field goal.
No, it's completely different.
I think I can kick a ball off a tee in the air from the 30. Like think about a football kickoff. I think I could kick it to the opposite 20. How many tries do I get? Are we talking first try? Maybe not first try.
No, 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 no. You're farthest out of five.
Farthest out of five, I think I can kick it to the opposite 20.
I'm calling cap and I'd put $10 on it.
Okay. That's easy money.
Putting it on the YT. Look out for
I'll,
it.
I'll go to play it against sports. Give me a ball and a tee, and we'll go out to some random field. I got to find a football field I can get into right now that's not
Sea level.
locked up.
Sea level. Not none of that Colorado fucking light air.
It doesn't matter. You can put me underwater.
Okay. All right. All right.
I could kick a ball off a tee from the opposite 30 to the opposite 20.
And I could throw a football clear over those mountains over there.
Oh, dude, I was in where was I? The mountains on a family trip, Syria, Virginia. And I'm playing with my cousin's son. He's like 4 or 5, maybe. And he's like at that age where he's running around, he's being crazy, and he brings me the football. We're throwing the football around a little bit. And he throws it to me for the first time, and I'm like, I can throw this football over those mountains. And he's like, what? And then I go like I'm gonna launch it, and he's like, no, 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 no. And like stops, and I was like, okay, okay, I won't do it. So I think he truly believes that I can throw a football over the mountains.
And then one day he's gonna watch Napoleon Dynamite and be like, no,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah, that's gonna be funny. Like that dude lied to me. Um, but yeah, that's funny. Field goal, different story. I feel like, I like to think I can kick a 25-yard field goal.
I think I could kick a 10-yard field goal, which I think is just out of the.
I think that's like standing at the end zone.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
I think I can kick a 25-yard field goal. Um, Now if I got like a week to practice, I think I could probably kick like a 30, 35. Now it wouldn't be consistent. I'm not talking about going out there and kicking, 10 attempts and I may call 10. I'm talking about 5 attempts, maybe make one.
That's a perfect, perfect opportunity for us to jump into the next segment.
Oh, yes, it is. I don't know if you're trying to
Trey, can you
say.
hear me?
Okay, I was about to say, I don't know if you're trying to say anything, but I can't hear it. Yeah, you're choppy.
What about now?
You sound better now.
Everyone, we are excited to announce that next week we will be having former MLB player David Wright on a video call. This is the first Trey's hearing about it, but I reached out to him via Instagram and he will be on next week for a short 10-minute call.
Is that real life?
I guess you'll have to tune in next week to find out.
I love it. I love it. Um, Interesting. Okay. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But going back to my second random question is are you how are you going to determine how Jack is right-handed, left-handed? Are you just going to let him do it? Or are you going to try and sway him to be a certain thing?
Well, obviously, being an athlete, you would want him to, if you want your son to be an athlete, your son or your daughter, you would sway them to be left-handed. It's an immediate advantage. I don't know how you do that though, but I would like
I,
him to be left-handed.
I think it would be easier to do that if you were left-handed.
Yeah, I can't teach him. Well, I mean, I can teach him how to do a left-hand layup, but I mean, I can't teach him how to throw left-handed.
Yeah.
Well, Corey throws right-handed. Corey doesn't throw left-handed, which is
Or he
strangely.
throws right-handed, but he honestly, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he hit better left-handed, at least at first.
I just know that I always thought it was strange that he shot a basketball left-handed and threw a baseball right-handed. I think that's strange.
It's definitely strange. I was playing golf with this old guy on the golf course, and he does everything right-handed, but he plays golf left-handed because growing up, he only had his mom's clubs to use, and they were left-handed. So he just learned how to play golf left-handed, which I think is pretty cool.
That's cool. Corey didn't have a left-handed basketball growing up.
Maybe his dad told him it was a left-handed basketball.
That right there is the answer to the question.
Yeah. Hey, this is a left-handed basketball. You can't use your right hand.
Either that or Drew's going to have to come over and teach him how to throw left-handed.
Yeah. No, interesting. I think about that sometimes. It's like, do you, because being left-handed, like, you're already at an advantage for baseball because if they're a pitcher, like, you don't have to throw as hard being left-handed. Honestly, right-handed pitchers struggle pitching to you. Um, it's just kind of an advantage to be left-handed. Now, basketball doesn't really it makes it a little hard to guard. You know what I'm saying? People are so used to being right-handed, so they try and send you left and you just go left and that's your way to go.
And
Football really
it's an
not
advantage.
an
It's an
advantage.
advantage to start. I mean, once you adjust to playing someone left-handed, at that point, it doesn't matter.
For sure, for sure.
But you get that immediate.
And things just look better left-handed. I swear they do.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, I can shoot jump shots with both hands, pretty legitimately, I think.
Your left-handed jump shot does not look like a natural lefty jump shot, though.
No, but I think it looks better than the average basketball player's offhand shot.
I would disagree. Oh,
You think,
offhand shot. Okay, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay,
offhand
okay. I
shot.
see.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah. I thought
yeah.
you were saying your left-handed jump shot looks better than the average basketball player's jump shot.
No, that'd be absurd.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was about to be like, absolutely not. But I feel that. I feel that. Do you know, are you gonna sway him to play certain sports, or are you just gonna kind of,
I mean, I obviously want him to play basketball,
yeah.
but no. I mean, he'll be involved in anything, and then I think around middle school is when you let them decide if they want to keep playing or not.
Yeah, I think the way that I'm gonna do it is like, look, I don't care what sport you play, but you're gonna play a sport every season. You can pick. I mean, obviously they won't pick when they're like 6, 7 years old, but like in middle school, it's like, hey, fall season, what sport are you playing? It's winter season, what sport? Spring, etc. It's either play a sport or get a job. Like you're not just gonna come home and play Xbox after school.
I don't know if I'll make them play a sport every season, but they'll play at least two sports a year.
No, every season. You're never riding the bus home.
Well, I mean,
It's free after school daycare.
well, sports aren't free, Trey.
School sports are.
Also not true. We had to pay for all our shoes and shit.
Well, yeah, you're gonna pay for shoes anyway. You didn't have to get special basketball shoes. You could have worn them for everything.
You don't remember having to get the team shoe,
I
paying
didn't
for
wear
it?
those. I wore those
You didn't,
black Adidas.
you didn't wear the Hyperdunks?
I wore the D Roses.
You want hoe time?
The black and white D roses.
I would have. Actually, I didn't. I wore my. Sometimes I wore my black and red hyperfuses. So I guess
No,
that.
I think so. The way it works, I remember talking to Coach McSwain about it because I had just gotten my D roses and I really liked them. And I was like, look, I don't want these shoes. They feel clunky, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter what shoes you wear as long as they're black and white. They're the same color association. I was like, oh, well, I'm good.
I might have to get him on here.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, no, we weren't like required to buy them. I think they came to our school and gave us like a, you know, bulk discount to buy those shoes because they were going to be the team shoe.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah, but like you go play football, like sure you got to buy your cleats, but like they provide the pants, the pads, the jersey, the helmet. You don't pay for any of that.
What if your kid's like, I want to play lacrosse, soccer, those type of sports?
That's fine. I mean, I played soccer up until middle school. And then I just nat like my dad never forced me to play football, which is kind of funny. But like I always played soccer growing up. And then, we would watch football all the time. We'd talk about football. He would tell me about him growing up football. And I was just like, I want to play football. So I think you like naturally sway because they want to be like you know what I'm saying? But like if they wanted to play, like I could care less. I think lacrosse would be if they didn't want to play baseball and they wanted to play lacrosse, like that's fine. We'd send it with lacrosse. I'd make fun of them, but
Yeah, lacrosse would be a weird one for me because I don't know anything about it.
yeah, I mean, name of the game, put the ball in the net. I mean,
Well, I mean, he comes from a long line of me being a scorer. So, I mean, whatever he plays, he's gonna score. He
yeah,
gonna be he gonna be a bucket like his daddy.
never been number one in the league though, I will say.
You've never averaged as many points as I did.
I didn't need to. I averaged everything I needed to in order to get the scoring title. It was a different era, dude. It's a different era.
That was a different era. It was. There were less points scored back then. That being said, I can't believe I finished second 2 years in a row and then third the year before
What'd
that.
you end up averaging?
The year where well, last year I averaged 22 and finished second, but the year before that it was 25 something. I was like half a point higher than you.
Yeah, that's what I'd say too.
Yeah. But
Because
the guy who led,
I was like 25 point something.
yeah, I was 25.7, I think.
Yeah, I think I was 25.5.
Yeah, I know for a fact it was higher than you, but that's beside
Well,
the point.
let's be real. If we were on the same team again, your shots would just tremendously go down.
Well, I'm a natural pass first guard.
Yeah.
I was forced to score that way because no one else would fucking put the ball in the hoop.
No, let's be real. You weren't forced. You liked it. You ate that shit up.
Well, I mean, your first game of the year, you come out and you drop a fucking damn near 50 burger. What are you gonna do? Stop shooting?
Honestly, the fact that you scored 50 in the first game or whatever you scored and you didn't finish number one in the scoring title, that's a
You know why?
failure.
You know why?
No,
Josh scored 67 one game.
damn, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
I'll tell you what, no one is ever fucking doing that to me. I will
That
foul.
67's a lot.
I will foul out of the game.
Yeah, you just face guard. I don't get how that happens, truthfully.
Well, they started face guarding me, and then but I would just eventually get the ball, and then like That team we were playing, they're just not good enough.
Yeah, but like if I was on the opposite team and I was face guarding you, you wouldn't get the ball.
Yeah, but you're a better athlete than those guys.
That's fair. I mean Josh, I think he wouldn't get the ball. Like every now and then he'd get it, but not enough to score 67 points. I'll tell you that.
No, I mean he could score 30 on you.
Not if I was face guarding him.
Yeah, he could.
Nah.
I mean he's better. I mean he's better than you are.
That's valid. I'm not saying he's not. He wouldn't score 30 on me if I from the start of the game was face guarding him so he couldn't get the ball. I might now if I fouled out, then he could continue and then that could be it. But like if I was face guarding him, he would not get 15 shots off. I would be exhausted, but he would be even more tired because I'm in better shape than him.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't like to play physical anyway, so
Yeah, like unless he had the best screener of all time, he wouldn't get the ball. There's just if it was like college level like players, they could run like some kind of action to get him open, but like Carolina Beach Rec League, he's not getting 15 shots off. If it was guarding you, you wouldn't get one shot off if I didn't want you to.
if I touch the ball, I'm scoring. It doesn't matter who it is.
That's crazy.
The only person who's who I've ever been guarded by that made me go, "Wow, I can't score," is fucking. Oh my God.
Obviously, he wasn't that memorable.
What was Mo's last name?
Mo James,
Yeah, he's the only person who's ever guarded me where I was like, "Oh, I can't score."
he was good. He was good. Um,
But I mean, I've been guarded by a guy who played at Carolina, and I mean, granted, was he playing as hard as he could? Probably not. But I
and that
mean,
dude's not a defender either. But
but also like, I fucking was getting mine. Like I've never not been able to get mine.
yeah,
Played against plenty of college guys. And let me tell you something. I've gotten mine and then some theirs, hers, and ours against you
yeah, and one on one.
in a game too.
Nah, I don't believe you. You're delusional. All
See me
right,
on the
let's.
kickball.
Oh, dude, you don't want that. Let's move on to our your second random question. You got another one?
This is where our podcast loses people when me and you just start
I
going
know.
back.
We just started arguing about basketball, and then it's just like, and that's why we'll move on. So, do you have another second question?
I guess it was going to be how many, like, what leagues have you played in as an adult other than basketball? Have you done any? I mean, obviously, you didn't have as much time because you've been in the military.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, my job is just a job. Like, it's not like when people think about the army and things like that, I don't think they really understand that it's basically just a normal job, given we do things a little differently. Like, there's a lot of range time, but like that range time is usually, a 3 or 4 day thing. You just go out and you stay in the field and you like work on your craft a little bit. It's kind of like a sport. Like, you have you know, like games and practices and you go out and do things. But like normal weeks, we're just at the office. I'm doing a lot of like office work. But in terms of leagues, I've played in a few softball leagues. I've played in some flag football stuff. Um, Obviously, I've played in some basketball leagues. I think that's about it. I don't think I've done anything other than that. But yeah, and I've played in some leagues.
What would you say your general, obviously, former league leading scorer of basketball with your softball and your flag football careers? What's the general consensus?
On what? Like
Obviously, you played with us and you had a dominant game
dominant game?
for softball.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So like what's your are you an MVP caliber player in those other sports? Were you dominant in those leagues?
Well, I was the MVP in the Riceville Beach Outdoor League, offensive
No, no,
MVP.
no. Outside of basketball.
I'm just saying I got the medal. Um, I think the teams that I've played on flag football, I didn't really get it was with a bunch of people I didn't know. I didn't really get the ball like that, but I was a productive member of the team. Softball, I have played in a couple of different leagues with a bunch of different people. And some teams I've been probably the best player on. Other teams I'm kind of just like the guy that catches pop flies in the outfield. But I feel like I'm good in the outfield in softball because a lot of people aren't familiar with playing in the outfield, so they don't really know how to catch fly balls. So I'm usually a pretty good member of the team, I'd say. I don't know if I'm like MVP level. I've definitely played on teams where I was best player and it wasn't close because we really weren't that good. But the other teams, like I've played on pretty good teams, and it's like, damn, these dudes, they all played like they all you could tell were like starters in their high school baseball team, and like they all knew how to play baseball. So that translated to soccer or softball pretty well. So it kind of just depends. I mean, I'm definitely like a starter. If I go play on a softball team, like I'm gonna be a starter. Unless it's like those travel teams, then that's a little different.
Yeah. So you've done the majors. You haven't branched out as much as I have with the tennises and the
No.
things of the nature.
Me and Sam do want to get into some tennis. There's we're gonna go to Play It Against Sports and buy some cheap used tennis rackets. Might not do that till the spring because it's gonna be hard to play tennis when it's really cold outside in the mornings and stuff. But there's a place right down the road from us, and it's like an indoor pickleball facility. So we might check that out.
Pickleball is crazy. I've never really played that outside of team sports in high school.
Yeah, pickleball is fun. I've played it a few times, and we got rackets. But the only thing about this place is it seems like it's um, you got to pay like a almost like a gym membership to go there. So I don't know if I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's
It could be different if it was like, hey, you want to come play pickleball, pay $5 every time. Like I'm cool with that. I do that every now and then, but like it seems like it's like a $30 a month thing, and not gonna happen.
that's too much.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks like a really nice facility, so I could see if like I really liked pickleball, but no, not a chance.
Okay, good to know.
All right, moving into Pat's peeves. Well, first, before we move into Pat's peeves, if I played on your kickball or softball team, I'd be the MVP.
I mean, that really comes down to uh you didn't play with us last year, right? You played with us 2 years ago.
I think 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were substantially better this year, finished fourth in the league.
That is good,
Uh,
yeah.
co- College baseball player on our team.
Well, true. Maybe softball, maybe not. Kickball, though, not close.
Kickball, I think you're underestimating the lengths at which I will go to be better than you at something. You're better than me at one thing, and that's being fucking annoying.
I got you there. Uh, I mean,
Let's leave it at that.
you can say that. I'll let you have that. I mean, you can think what you'd like, but deep down in your heart, you know.
No
Deep,
comment.
what does he say? Deep down in the palms.
With the light bluish hue.
All right, moving into Pat's peeves. My first pet peeve is we had to take Kobe to his follow-up vet appointment, and we're showing up to our scheduled time. Our scheduled time is 2:30. We show up at 2:25. Be 5 minutes early, whatever, we'll wait. And they were like, "Hi, we don't have any rooms available. Um, you need to wait outside." And I thought that was a little weird because They have a lobby. Why can't we wait in the lobby? And then, 10 minutes goes by, 15 minutes goes by as we're just like standing in the parking lot with our dog, like waiting. And there's a busy parking lot. There's a grocery store right there. And they didn't let us inside because they don't like to have other pets in the lobby while other pets come out, which I understand that, but they need a better system to like just stand outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was pretty annoying. And then when we finally got in the room, which was like 15 minutes at least past our scheduled appointment time, we probably waited in the room for another 20 minutes for the person to come in. So I was pretty annoyed by that. Like hit me up before I leave my house and be like, "Hey, we're running 20 minutes behind. Show up at blah 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 time." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Or wait in your car till you come in. Like some kind of better system than just like, "Hey, stand in this parking lot." Not going to
Yeah.
tell you how long
Wait
it's going to be.
or wait in your car, I think is good.
Yeah, like, hey, let me know when you get here. I'll send you a text when you can come in. But like they
Yeah.
were like stand outside, so I thought like, oh, it's gonna be 2 minutes. We'll just stand over here in this little like grass area by the parking lot. But no, we waited like 15 fucking minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Pat's peeve of mine, dead air.
Facts. You got any, or you want me to go with my next one?
I'd say mine would be my week at work last week. Just
Yeah,
fucking getting railed. It's just not for me.
that's fair. It's valid.
I just I just really dislike it.
Yeah, I can see how that would be annoying.
But sometimes you have to eat it. Formula ain't going by itself.
Maybe you gotta take some extreme ownership.
That ain't for me either.
Yeah, naturally. All right, my next Pat's peeve is double sealed bottles. So like we're making some crock pot chicken. I throw the chicken in the crock pot. I go to get this like herb and garlic like dressing that we put on it, kind of like an Italian dressing style thing. And we usually cook the chicken in it in the crock pot. It's really good. But I take the seal off the outside of the bottle, and then I open the lid of the bottle, and there's another seal. And I'm like, why do we need two seals? You already got one seal on there. You don't need a second. It's wasteful and it's annoying.
Uh, that doesn't bother me so much.
Bothers me.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't want some guy running around the store potentially putting something in my shit.
Well, it's still sealed.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
you need one seal, but you don't need two.
Sounds like you're anti-seal.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not anti-seal. That's a lie. I'm anti-double seals.
Whatever you say, buddy.
No need for two seals on a fucking dressing bottle.
Sounds like you want to roll back. Fuck,
Damn.
nothing.
All right. All right now.
I'll leave it at that.
All right, Mike's likes. Um, I'm at the driving range yesterday hitting a like warm-up bucket of balls before I played my round of golf. And there's a guy next to me because the driving range was pretty full. And he's got a big bucket of balls. Uh, Probably I don't know how many are in a big bucket, but blah blah blah. He's hitting them. His wife calls. He answers the phone call. He's talking loud, and he says, "Yeah, I dropped my rangefinder golfing yesterday, so I swung by the course to walk around and look for it." So he blatantly lied to his wife in front of me as he's hitting golf balls on the range, and I got a nice chuckle out of that. I was like, "Hell yeah!"
So your Mike's like is a man who lies to his spouse in public and makes a fool of his wife for the pleasure of another man.
Not necessarily. I guess if I mean you could word it like that. Yes. It was just I got a nice chuckle out of it. It was funny to me. So that's why it's a Mike's like. Like I don't
Okay, but
necessarily like this situation, but
it
it
sounds like
gave
you
me joy.
sounds like you like this man making a fool out of his wife.
Sure, we'll go with that.
My Mike's like is being off on Saturday. I wish I was off every Saturday.
You could get a real job.
I work over 40 hours a week, 5 days a week.
Yeah, but you work Saturdays.
I also don't work Mondays though, so it's kind of
You could just get a job at Carousel. You and Marissa can double work from home.
it's a pay cut for me though.
Yeah, maybe. You don't
I
know till
mean,
you ask.
if I got Marissa's job, it would be a pay cut for me.
Well, you just say like in your interview, like this is what I make. This is for me to get this job. Like this is what I have to make. And they either tell you get fucked, you're an idiot, or they're like, hey, maybe we can work something out.
Fuck it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, or we could just sell houses.
That would be the goal.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got any closing comments?
50-year mortgages are dumb as hell. Do not get one.
Yes and no. Unless you're rich and you can pay double your mortgage, then it's fine because your interest rate doesn't matter and
Yeah,
you
I
just
mean,
have a lower mortgage.
but yeah, I mean, if you're, it just doesn't make sense on the back end.
No, it doesn't.
Just
It
lower
doesn't make
interest
sense.
rates.
It doesn't make sense for the population that is barely able to afford a home with the 50-year mortgage because then they're just like in indentured servitude, basically paying their mortgage. But like if you can afford every month, since your now mortgage is going to be lower, if you can afford to just pay double, then the interest rate doesn't matter.
You're talking about
But
paying
no,
like two monthly payments.
yeah, you're basically paying like a your mortgage and then you're paying a mid-month mortgage. So like you're cutting it in half essentially. But that's not realistic for most people.
Yeah.
That's realistic for people that are going to put $400,000 on their home and then, blah blah blah. It's not real. So yes, in big scheme of things, 50-year mortgages are dumb.
Yeah. Just lower the interest rates, Fed.
Um, let's see. Last thing to close it off. Are you accepting the challenge that was given to you?
Couple questions.
Okay.
If I lose, do I owe everybody $50?
No.
Risk free for me.
Risk free. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, ultimate shame. If you
Well, yeah.
accept this challenge right now and then don't do it, ultimate shame. And if you don't accept the challenge, you're honestly a coward.
I've already decided I was going to accept the challenge.
Okay.
My only concern, like losing the weight, if I get my diet right, that'll come off. I've done it. I've done it before to a certain extent. Not to, I haven't gotten that. What was it, 220 that we want?
225. 225
225,
or less. So like
20 pounds in a year.
225.0 or less. So not 225.9.
Right.
So I would find a scale that doesn't have decimal places because
I
then
do.
you're then you're
I
good.
would like to add the caveat. This is my naked weight.
Naked, you could be butt naked.
Okay.
Butt naked first thing in the morning. Has to be a photo and you just have to be you can't lie. Like, be an honorable person.
I'm not into lying about it.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything for me. 225, I think I in my heart of hearts think I can do that right now.
Yeah.
I truthfully believe that. Hey, don't open that door back there. We're busy.
She's in the pod stew right now. She's in
We're
my space.
we're busy, woman. 315 is I think I'll need to train for that. But
100%.
I think that's very doable. Um, the hardest thing for me really is going to be that 8:30 mile,
8:30.
and they'll all have to be in the same day.
All have to be in the same day. I don't care how spread out they are, but it has to be all on the same day. So if I was you, I'd probably start the day weighing yourself. But you got to think somebody's got to be a witness. So you're
You
either
think
going
I
to
care
do it.
about someone seeing my naked body?
I don't care. Um, somebody's got to be a witness. So I would do it as you weigh yourself, and then you huh? Okay. Um, and then you go run your mile. You eat some breakfast, chill for a little bit, then you go to the gym and knock out bench and squat. That's how I would do it.
And um, I'll have to be the same day. And I can do this before November 9th if I felt like I've achieved it.
You could do it tomorrow if you could do it tomorrow and it counts.
Yeah. Okay.
It has to be on video as well. So like I trust our friends, but I need to see it from my own eyes.
Yeah. I'll probably just hang out with someone for a couple hours and knock it all out.
Yeah. I think it's very doable. Like I think you're worried about your foot and I get that. But your foot's not going to get better if you just sit around and don't do anything. Like you gotta work it. You gotta do the rehab because it's just gonna hurt every time you start to do something if you don't rehab it.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, if you can go to work, catch some fish being thrown at you like a punt, put them up, be on your feet all day, like you can go to the gym.
yeah, I mean, my foot hurts all day. Also, I
Yeah,
don't want you to think I'm pain free at work.
for sure. But you don't ever do any kind of plantar stretches. You don't do any mobility work. So
Don't have a
like
don't have a plantar issue, but I
I
get what
thought
you're
it was
saying.
plantar fasciitis.
I have metatarsalgia.
No. Well, regardless, same.
Yeah, and it was feeling better when I was doing all that stuff. So shocked it's not feeling well when I stopped doing it.
And like that stuff doesn't take long.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Like you could do it every morning or every evening or like first thing when you go to the gym. You're just gonna have to figure out a schedule like that works for you because you do have a weird schedule a little bit. And I get with Jack, like you don't want to immediately come home from work and then like, hey, I'm gonna leave for another 2 hours or hour and a half or whatever it is. Like I get that, it's tough. You're just gonna have to figure something out.
Yep.
Maybe it's wake up even earlier.
It's probably what it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna see if I can get in. I'd like to be able to get something going with the rec where I could just get a key because I know some people have done that.
Yeah, that would be tough. Even if it's like a Planet Fitness membership, like they're open 24 hours, you pay $10 a month. You go in there, I mean, you get there at 5, you bring an extra pair of clothes, you take a shower, and you go straight to work from there. I mean, that's what me and Sammy do. It's not like it's impossible. We do it every morning. We've done it. I'm off work this week, and I've been in the gym at 5 o'clock every morning.
Yeah.
You just got to tell yourself that you're going to do it
Mm. I just,
because you
I just,
totally can. Like it's
yeah, I
it's
know.
so doable. And like
I don't,
honestly, it's easy for
I
you.
don't
Like
even,
you can
I don't even care about the money. It's more about just being like, yeah, I did that.
for sure. The money, $150 isn't really anything. Um,
I'll be buying myself beers with it that night.
you should. You should. But
We
just
can make
figure
it,
out
we can make it a whole event where you come down.
that'd be cool. I don't know if I'll be able to come down a random day in November, but I'd like to.
Oh, I mean, I could potentially see myself being able to do the lifting portion by the summer easily.
Truthfully, I think honestly, you could do 6 weeks and be able to squat 225 and or squat 315 and bench 225 if you like really, really hammered it home for 6 weeks. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I
the
work a physical job. I don't think the strength thing is really going to be an issue.
the squat might be a little bit of an issue because you haven't squatted in a long time.
And uh, my legs are weak right now. So. Not
Yeah.
not like strength necessarily, just like muscular endurance. I could see myself doing like a set of five and being sore for 2 fucking weeks right now.
Yeah, well, I haven't done legs in a while, and I went to the gym for the first time Monday and did legs. And I'll tell you what, my legs are still sore. And
Yeah,
I did
so it's
not
gonna
do
be
a
bad.
lot. I basically squatted 135, 3 sets of 6 or 4 sets of 6, whatever it was. But I was really trying to like get depth. Yeah, I should have done freaking 25s on each side because I hadn't probably squatted because I was doing the whole marathon train up and I tried to get off doing the heavy legs for a while. So I probably hadn't squatted in 2, 3 months. And brother, that was brutal.
God, I
It
haven't
wasn't
squatted in like 2, 3 years.
it wasn't hard. Like I didn't struggle with the weight at all. It was very light, but I was just super sore.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think first thing you focus on getting routine, getting some sort of routine established to where you're back in the gym, you're doing the workouts, and you're eating right. I mean, that's the name of the game. Everything else is gonna follow if you start eating right and getting into the gym. Like it's just
Yeah.
gonna naturally follow. You'll get a little stronger, you'll get a little like better cardio endurance, and you start losing weight and getting back into a routine. So,
How many chances do I get at a fail? I think that should be a
it should be.
like an official attempt.
I think you get a third attempt in each thing. So you can fail twice. Like if you go to the squat rack, you can get 315 on your back. You can fail once. We'll pick it up, re-rack, give you some more time. You can fail twice, but that third time is your last time. So if you fail it for a third time, then it doesn't count. And there's got to be like, you
Like I
got to
mean, like
be,
if I go, this is the day I'm gonna do it, and I get three out of the four. Am I done, or do I get another
no,
attempt
I think up until November 9th or whatever
Okay.
day we said. I think it was the 9th.
I think it was the ninth.
Yeah, up until that day, midnight on November 9th, you could be doing this shit at 11:45 p.m. and it's still so up until the day, as long as you do them all on the same day, you're good.
Heard.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right, well, um, that's a wrap on the episode. Get in the comments.
Get in the comments, dudes.
Tell
Dudes
us
and
tell us if you
dudes and
think
dudes.
tell us if you think Tyler is going to accomplish this extreme athleticism feat.
Be nice about it.
Yeah, let us know your honest thoughts. What's he going to struggle with the most? Like, you think squat's going to be the struggle? Or you think he's going to struggle with the mile? Is it the weight? What are we talking about? All right. Until next week. Adios.